Xbox bad. That's the headline, right? Even as PlayStation kills off physical games, reminds you that you don't own a single thing you've paid for, and spits directly in the face of its core fans. But the shill media will keep telling you that Xbox is dying while Sony quietly loses $1 billion on a failed multiplayer pivot, closes 8 studios, and cancel projects left and right. The Xbox tax is undeniable.
We will no longer be manufacturing game discs. We understand that the community has put forth those views to us, so we understand those emotions. We want to consider that.
Just 3 weeks ago, Sony told you they understood the backlash. They respected your sentiments. 2 weeks later, they bragged that the backlash wasn't even hurting sales. Last week, they moved to block discounts on physical games, and now as the community gears up for a total blackout, they've sent a final reminder to you. You own nothing. Your digital library is a rental, and they can pull the plug whenever they want. Since the start of the year, they've destroyed Bungie, they've killed Destiny, they shut down Blue Point Games, they've shut down Dark Outlaw Games, they've openly promoted the use of AI, openly boasted about utilizing AI, blatantly manipulated prices of digital games on their store, killed physical media as they laugh in the faces of its core fans who build them, reminding them that they are not needed anymore. Oh, and yeah, be ready for Sony's ultimate endgame, Sonium, their very own crypto-based digital currency on the PlayStation Store. Basically, you give Sony your real money, they turn it into their currency, and then you use that to buy your games which you don't even own. Do you understand how they can manipulate this? For the players, the mask is finally off from your favorite brand. But even after all of this, the media shills will keep telling you Xbox bad and Xbox dead. Can you imagine the hit pieces they would put out if Xbox was the one doing this crypto thing? They've been spitting in your faces so much that even one of your biggest fanboys, one of your most smug ones, is out here admitting that you no longer matter to them.
We are seeing the outburst of a group of people on a console and in the console space that are starting to realize that it's no longer about them. They don't really care. Our behavior doesn't move the fucking needle.
And wasn't Bungie supposed to be a better acquisition than Activision? Remember how dumb Xbox was to pass upon Bungie and go for Activision instead? Well, let me tell you, when Sony acquired them, they had 5 or 6 games in development, and now they just have Marathon with not even 1,000 concurrent players on Steam right now. IGN gave this game a 9, by the way. Never forget that. So when Sony shuts down Bungie next year, keep this exact same energy.
What goddamn reality are you living in right now, Xbox leadership, that we're thinking exclusives are what's gonna bring people back to this platform? Get out of the fucking hardware.
And not only this, the game your CEO's favorite studio spent the entire gen working, Horizon Hunters Gathering or whatever it's called, will no longer be coming. See you in 2035, Aloy. But don't worry guys, you've got Fair Games and Marvel Tokon. Plus God of War's side piece is also coming with a Jello Cube. But all of these failures and anti-consumer things are just this year, by the way. But no, only Xbox bad. Why not for once actually talk about PlayStation for a change? Why not talk about how badly it has fumbled this gen? Why not stop sucking off Sony for once and ask for a change, Kotaku or Eurogamer or GameSpot? Why not talk about the good things Xbox has been doing like Xbox Play Anywhere or game preservation? But you can't and you won't because all of you guys are paid fucking shills. Man, Xbox tax used to be subtle in Phil's era, now is just visceral, hit piece after hit piece. These journalists doing mental gymnastics on how to turn any news into a bad Xbox headline. Look at this shit from Kotaku. It was so bad that they had to delete it later. And what about this from Eurogamer? And all these headlines from GameSpot. And these are just a few examples, man. I've got a laundry list of these hypocrites, these people who call themselves gaming journalists. Look at what Kotaku says here. Basically, they're telling you that now that Compulsion Games is independent, you can finally go and buy the game because it's not owned by Xbox anymore. What do you think your beloved Sony would have done in Xbox's place? Do you think Sony would have let these developers such as Compulsion Games or Double Fine or Ninja Theory walk away? Do you think they would have found a solution for them? Not closed them down? And not only that, but also allowed them to walk away with their own IPs plus give them some startup money? Who does that? What do you think PlayStation would have done? They would have just announced it in a PR statement, in a press release. Thank you for your contribution. Your IP is ours. Now you can fuck off. And that's it. But you won't call that out. And how can you? Because only Xbox bad. On Microsoft side, guys, I think this is the best opportunity I've seen Xbox get in so many years. And I always thought in order to actually make a true impact at this moment in this era of digital games, you not only need great exclusives consistently for 2, 3, 4 years, but also you want your competition to fuck up at the same time. And Sony has been fucking up, and I'm seeing a lot of Sony fans not happy at all with the brand right now. And I'm seeing this sentiment more and more each day that this is my last PlayStation, this is my last gen. I've even seen people say I'm switching over to Xbox next gen. And I really hope Ashish Sharma is watching this, because from what I'm seeing, I genuinely think they have a great opportunity here to get that 10, 15, 20% of the market share here. And as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, support for physical media is one of the most requested things that consumers have called for on the feedback portal Ashish Sharma created. So I genuinely think there's a major chance they offer a solution for physical media next gen. Plus, this is the time when you somehow figure out a way to get the price of the series consoles down, and I think this is where the OEM consoles will come in, maybe even later this year. And that's why I will be covering this topic specifically in one of my upcoming videos. OEM consoles can provide a major opportunity with multiple price points and different power specs, so stay tuned for that one. Anyway, I 100% believe Xbox Stacks has always existed, but now it's just on another level. And I really want to ask you guys, what's your perspective on this? Do you think Xbox Stacks exist? And has it gotten really bad after Phil Spencer left? Let me know in the comments below. Stay tuned for the next one. Cheers, guys.